It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We are back with another can of craft beer from Vault City Brewery. This is their Blueberry Maple 6.6% ABV modern sour beer that's available in Tesco for £3 a can, 440 millilitre. Without further ado, let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. It does say shake to wake on the back of the can, but I'm not going to shake my can of beer. I just can't bring myself to do that. I've had lots of requests, lots and lots of requests from you lovely people. Now you've started to pique my interest a little bit. Right. I've had lots of requests in the comments boxes in my videos from people saying, can you review the new Vault City cans in Tesco? Here they are. We finally got round to it. I just reviewed the mango beer as well. Literally just now. This is looking a little bit, this made me almost put a smile on my face, this one. It's got the little hiss and the fizz of a sour. It's a little bit more liquid. It's a little bit more looking like a refreshing sour. Nice levels of carbonation. They're calling it modern sour, so that's the reason why the head is not dissipating as quickly as it is. If this was like a Gers or a Kriek or like a Belgian Lambic, then the head would fizz away rather quickly. Aroma. Colour. Let me do the colour first. I need to think about that aroma. Let me do the colour first. So yeah, it's looking like blueberry. It's very thick, kind of like almost like a pinky, reddy colour. Slow moving carbonation. That initial carbonation that kind of, you could see it in the glass. You could see the head fizzing away there. It's has gone. Lots of kind of fruit. You can see there's a lot of blueberry in there. It's quite hazy. Let's get the aroma. I'm picking up an awful lot of tannins, like the blueberry skin. It also seems to have a little bit of coffee or something going on. Something slightly unusual about it. Coffee or maybe a bit of coconut or a certain biscuitiness, or there's something in there. Almost like tobacco smoke. It's not just blueberry, put it that way. There's something else in there. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. 6.6% ABV. I just can't get on with this style of beer. I just can't get on with this. I'm not the type of guy that will, because this style of beer, everybody's kind of raving about it. Everybody's raving about Vault City. You go to Tesco, you're going to pick up the new Vault City cans. Yeah, I've done it. I picked them up out of curiosity, really. But I'm not a bandwagoner. I'm not somebody who, because everybody's raving about a certain beer style, I'm not about to jump on that bandwagon and go, oh yeah, I think it's amazing too. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Yeah. For me, this is almost undrinkable. This is almost undrinkable. The tannins, the skin of the fruit is giving off kind of a weird kind of tannin, like a leathery flavour. There's vanilla, which, it's just like, it's meant to be a sour, but it's a modern, they called it a modern sour. This is my biggest gripe with this whole thing, right, is that they've used a very old beer style. A beer style that's been around for probably 1,000, maybe even 2,000 years. They've jumped on this kind of sour beer thing, and they've gone, I tell you what we'll do. We'll call it a modern sour. There's nothing sour about this beer. There's nothing sour about this beer. Tannins, leather, vanilla. Just, I don't know. I'm never going to just jump on a bandwagon. I'm never just going to go, oh yeah, everybody else is loving this new modern sour, kind of bang a load of fruit in it. Yeah, I'm going to love it too. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I've got to be honest to myself. I'm going to be honest to myself and say this is just... It really isn't for me. I know the market they're going for. They're going for that kind of millennial. They're going for that kind of just turned 18, hitting the pubs, Bacardi, Breezer, Smirnoff Ice kind of type alco pop market that's been around for 20, 30 years. Hooper's Hooch, that Hooper's Hooch type market. They're banging it into major supermarkets, and they're trying to convince people to really kind of enjoy this sour, not even sour, this fruit beer that's not sour. I want to quickly talk to you about sour beer, because I've been to Belgium a number of times, and I learned a lot in Belgium regarding sour beer. Making a sour beer is a process that lasts a number of years. The traditional Belgian brewers add a literal ton of cherries to their beer. But it goes through a process, it goes through a kind of a maturation, it goes through like years in a vat, years, and it kind of, that beer, it becomes undrinkable, then it becomes drinkable, then it turns into sour beer. If you had a look at a graph of how a sour beer is in Belgium produced, then it's completely different to this. Sour beer actually first came about around London. So all of the beers you would have probably drunk in London between 1,000 years and 500 years ago would have undoubtedly been sour beer. It would have been sour beer because we have history books. We're reading about how they were producing the beer, and we know the production of the beer is a way that even today in Belgium, modern Belgium, they're brewing their sour beers in an ancient method that used to be done. First of all, the Belgians learned it from people in London, and they took it on board, but they're still brewing it kind of correctly. This is fast track kind of, well, it's not even sour. It's not even sour. I don't know why they've come up with this term modern sour. Can we please ban it, please? Can we please ban it, because it's not sour? Can we please come up with another style of, a new style of beer for this monstrosity? Can we call it fruit puree beer? Can we please call it fruit puree beer, not modern sour beer? It's not sour. Getting to the point now where I'm getting angry, because I've done 2 of these cans back to back, and the 2 cans that I've bought, just completely undrinkable. It's undrinkable. It's not, for me, it's not close to beer. Not even close. This is the reason, people, This is the reason why you've seen so many bottled ale videos on the channel as of late, as of early 2022. Because we've gone into this kind of crazy pastry, stout, sweet beers, fruit puree beers, and I'm absolutely hoping that this is a fad. I'm absolutely hoping that this comes and goes as quick as the Brute IPA. Otherwise, I just can't possibly kind of even accept in the future. I don't even think I'm going to accept if somebody messages me and says, "Do you want to try this crazy new modern fruit?" But I'm just going to say no. No thanks. I honestly, I don't want it. I don't want it. Give it to somebody else. I'm call me old-fashioned, but I'd much prefer balance in my beer. I'd much prefer to be tasting kind of a nice malt build, a nice hop build. I know it's been done to death. But at least it's beer. I'd rather buy a tribute over this. I'd rather drink a speckled hen. I'd rather drink an Abbot ale over this. I'd rather just recline back into my past beer reviewing world of just hitting the supermarkets for bottled ales and beers that at least are resembling something that beer should taste like. Just bonkers. I don't get the whole kind of song and dance. I really don't. I don't get the excitement for this type of alcoholic brew. I'm not even going to call it a beer. I just don't get it. The one thing I will say, which I'm quite impressed about, is the fact that they haven't used any preservatives or anything like that. It's malted barley, wheat, oats, blueberry, malt, hops and yeast, which are natural products. That's the one thing I'll say that's going for this beer. But for everything else, this is going down the sink. I don't want it. I simply don't want it. Blueberry Maple by Vault City Brewing Company. I'm not going to apologise. I'm not going to apologise for something I don't like. I'm not going to apologise for the rant. I've always been honest to myself. If I don't like something, I'll say. I'm saying it. I hope this is a massive fad that disappears as quickly as it comes along. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.